Okay, well, right off the bat, I've been playing Smash competitively for 14 years, so for me, I'm obviously not going to practice as much as someone that has to learn the mechanics, but it's still incredibly important. I mean, like, someone like me, like, I've been ranked second in Florida, I've been ranked #1 player in Tampa for a long time. I'm not currently, well, I currently am, but, like, I'm definitely not the best player in Tampa right now. Just right now, a lot of people are on hiatus. But the point is, it's super important, the higher level of play you want to get to, the more nuanced of a level you have to understand the game at. There's a lot of things like, if you ever played games like Street Fighter, there's a lot of, this move is negative on hit, this move is plus on block, like that kind of thing. But Smash is a little bit more subtle because the spacing in this game isn't designed like grid fighters. A lot of 2D fighters kind of take place in a box. Smash is a lot more free, and there's a lot more ambiguity about like what's a real punish and what's not. So you have to not only know some numbers, but you also have to develop a sense, like a sort of a visual sense to kind of like, Smash is a lot like cooking where you're measuring things by eye. Like imagine like being a chef who cooks with like no measuring instruments, nothing like that. A lot of Smash is like that. So in terms of practice, a lot of it is that element. There's the matchups you have to memorize all of. You have to know every move of every character. It's like a memorization thing. It's like, yeah, and like that's an experience thing that you can only really get through practice. And if you just look at the number of dynamics, there's player habits, there's character matchups, there's stage dynamics. So it's like across practicing, you have to experience all of these things. So yeah, I mean it's important. It's a lot.
I feel like practicing is very important. It doesn't matter like how long you practice, as long as you get that practice in somewhere. And I also like when you do practice, you want to have like a goal in mind. Like you don't want to practice just to practice. Like you want to like set time aside to be like, okay, what do I want to work on this time? Like what am I going to adjust here? Do I want to practice my execution? Do I want to practice combos? And you know what? Practicing doesn't even have to be like physically playing the game. You could be like looking up knowledge. You could be learning frame data. You could be like wanting to learn more about your character, taking that like time aside to definitely know what you want to learn about like your character or the game, stuff like that.
It's essential. Anything that you want to do, it doesn't matter if you're doing competitive gaming, it doesn't matter if you're trying to be a football player, track star, whatever. As if you're practicing, you're going to get better. And similarly, if you're going to not do that, then that's not going to pay any dividends. So the way to go about practicing, okay, is to obviously work the room a little bit, see who you admire, okay, and start asking them if they're down for friendly matches, if they have time to meet up and get a few games in so that you can workshop things. And always constantly be asking for help.
Well, I think practicing in general helps you a lot in any single aspect of life, and practice is everything. Is essential. And since I don't have a Smash partner, I usually play online. I spend like 3-4 hours a day. I try to spend at least 3 to 4 days a week playing, so I don't get too far behind.